Hi, my name is Evi, and today we are gonna start new video series Reading Around the World. And now we are gonna explore China. And we are gonna read book Living in China by Chloe Perkins, illustrated by Tom Woolley. Ni hao, that means hi in Mandarin Chinese. My name is Yin, and I live in China. China is country in Asia, where more than 1 billion people live, including me. China is a very big country. It is the fourth largest country in the world. Because of its size, China is home to all sorts of deserts, mountains, rainforests, and rivers. Few people live in northwestern China. In the north is the Gobi Desert, one of the largest deserts in the world. In the west are the Himalayan mountains. Many of the highest mountains on earth are part of this mountain range, which crosses through 5 countries. Southern China and its islands are home to rainforests. The rainforests are filled with animals, such as tigers, monkeys, and elephants. China has some big cities. Shanghai is among the biggest cities in the world. More than 24 million people live here. Hong Kong is also big. It has the most skyscrapers of any city in the world. Xi'an is one of the oldest cities in China. Many cool museums and artifacts from China's history can be found here. Beijing is our capital. My favorite part of Beijing is the Forbidden City. It is a huge palace where the emperor once lived. I live in a city in eastern China called Hongyuan. I live with my mom, dad, and aunt June in an apartment. Hangzhou is famous for its beautiful lake, Siho, and many temples. My mom works at a bank and my dad works for a computer company. Aunt June moved in with us last year. She came to find a good job. In China, many people move to cities to find better jobs. Each morning I wake up, brush my teeth, and put on my school uniform. Then I meet my family in the kitchen for breakfast. Today we are eating noodles with eggs and spring greens. In China we eat most of our food with chopsticks. Have you ever eaten with chopsticks? After breakfast, I take the public bus to school with my dad. School starts at 7:30 and there are 35 kids in my class. Our first lesson is about China's history. People have been living in China for at least 40,000 years. In 2021 BCE, Emperor Qin brought many parts of China together. He began building a great wall to protect China from the Mongol tribes in the north. In 206 BCE, the Han dynasty came to power. A dynasty is a family that rules a country for a long time, sometimes hundreds of years. During the Han dynasty, there were great improvements in farming. Over the next 1,000 years, dynasties come and went. Under the Tang dynasty, China had a great military. The Song dynasty focused on art and science. Then in 1271, the Mongols invaded China. 100 years later, a peasant brought the people together and overthrew the Mongols. The peasant found the Ming dynasty and finished building the Great Wall of China. China's last ruling dynasty ended in 1912. The people rebelled against the emperor. and created a new government. Today, people in China vote for their representatives. My favorite part of history is learning about all of China's great inventions. The Chinese are credited with inventing paper, printing, silk, and fireworks. A Tang emperor is even said to have made the first ice cream. After history class, we have math and reading. Then it's lunchtime. I'm eating white rice, pork, and dal cabbage. Next, it's time for science class. In science class, we are learning about animals and plants from prehistoric times. Remember the Gobi Desert? 8 million years ago, the Gobi Desert was home to dinosaurs. Every year, scientists dig in the desert and find these dinosaur eggs and bones. Next, I have English and computer class. On another day at the week, I also have art, music, and gym class. School ends at 4 o'clock, but today I'm staying late for extra help on homework. My dad picks me up and we buy bozu to eat on the walk to the bus stop. Bozu are steamed buns with different fillings. Mine has onions, rice, and pork. Yum! When we get home, my dad and I talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Dragon Boat Festival. We celebrate the poet Cho Yo-an, who lived more than 2,000 years ago. Each year, people race dragon boats and eat tasty rice dumplings called zongzu. I have the day off from school, so my dad and I are going to see the race. I am so excited! Aunt June and I sat at the table for dinner. My dad made vegetables, rice and fish in a vinegar gravy sauce. We will also have soup after dinner. It looks delicious. After dinner, I get ready for bed. I flip through the mom's old passport book and look at all the places